Yeah. Hello everybody, welcome back to Cumblock Home, where we are going to hopefully be completing, or at least continuing, the redecorating work around here that we were doing last time, before I accidentally crashed the server entirely. That bug is still on the server, so I'm not going to be repeating that, but I have at least addressed the problem in the code base, so the next version shouldn't have it. There's also a bunch more, like, bug fixes I need to do that cause people crashes occasionally and randomly, which is not something you want to have, generally speaking, so yeah. There's like 4 of those that I've been alerted to, all within a very short span of time, which is highly unusual for me. Generally speaking, nobody, like, posts a bug report for various oddities, so guess I should just take that as kindness, for the most part. Can I get that base tour? Maybe. Maybe. Let's see, how much, like, living wood, glimmering and otherwise, do I have in stock? Let's find out. Yeah, that's one of the things we were working on, was the bedroom area. Last time, let's see, living wood is stocked at... Let's see, I think... stocked at 0, apparently. That's living wood planks, though. 64 living wood planks, 0 living wood. So, may need to set up a machine for that again, I guess. Shouldn't be too much. Shouldn't be too much. But okay, right. Let's start from the top, shall we? The floor stop here is currently out, just for dramatic effect, really, more than anything else. So it skips this floor entirely. Which is fine. Is it open? I don't think it's open. Okay. So... pardon my flying a little bit. Here we have the tree and former fort of lost memory. And the door is currently open. The door only opens at liminal moments in time, which is to say, more or less every 6 hours of the day. Dawn, dusk, midnights, and noon. First floor, approaching. This is the deepest one down from its neighbor. Is chiefly storage. All of the like resources here, roughly organized. It's a very chaotic kind of storage, but things are more or less clustered in relation. At the back there, we are currently working on the bedroom. And directly below, we have Gooper over here, in the predominantly, like, crafting kind of processing kind of area. Little bit of a pain, I guess, given the speed of the elevator to go up and down for materials, but it's fine, because I can fly. We have an overhang either side to the lowest floor, which still needs a lot of work, but we are working on it. Take your shoes off, because otherwise you freeze here. This is where the bulk of the create power comes from. And it's where our grinders are. It's where we're probably gonna have to reset up set up that whole living wood generator again. It's where a lot of machinery is gonna be, just so this place looks bustling and like it's actually doing stuff. And just along here we have like basically the caves underneath lost memory, where not a lot happens, but if the server wants to go over, there we go. Just over here, we do have the Empire spawner, which has been significantly overhauled since. Can I get back out of here, please? Thank you. As well as my own little mob farmer here, which does a lot of stuff, suffice to say. There's a lot of stuff comes through this. What is that? Hang on, let me just grab that stuff, because that looks interesting. What have we got there? That is a lapis lazuli sword. Occasionally some weird stuff comes through this, and I don't really know much of what to make it. Bronze boots, steel boots, steel chestplate, and a lapis lazuli sword. Oh, well. Oh, yes. And just around here is the mimic spawner, which you don't tend to need to run very long, so there it is. Really? Yeah, we have a vampire hunter down here. If anybody needs access to him, these guys are really hard to find. If anyone needs access to him, they are welcome to come down here. But I wanted to make sure that I had access to one whilst I was endeavoring not to become vampiric in nature accidentally. Because Lord knows, if anybody knows the pain of being accidentally made into a particular, I guess, fantasy archetype, it's me. Knight of Fangs taught me well in that regard. Yeah, we've more or less finished the decor up here. I kind of want to do something with the walls. I'm not really sure what to do, though. So we're mostly working on this lower level, where there is no such touching up there. Looks kind of messy. We did add grass over here, which is thankfully fully spread. And we added that before I crashed the server. Which, by the way, that happened because of a singular, like, 5 characters of text, basically, in one command. Or one function, rather, to be clear. In the faction reputation handling command. So, consequently, it ended up in an infinite loop because it was calling one function when it should have been calling a different one. And, yeah, that's why the server crashed. Let's see if I can... Oh, nope, still empty. Okay, right. I should have sticks around. There we go. What is it to make a chisel? Why you'd ever make one out of netherite, I don't know. But, yeah, okay. So, just that. And that. I should make some diamond flowers, shouldn't I? There's a fold. But I only need about 27 of these for the moment. Return everything else I've got on me that I don't need to have in me. Not quite sure where I got the chitin from. Yeah, that happened quick. Oh, no wonder this was empty. Okay, I've got some squats redeemed. Dusty, I hope that serves as a decent tour of the place. But yeah, I have just done a whole bunch of errands. I get groceries on Mondays, and I do that entirely on foot. So yeah, that's always fun. That's basically my exercise per week. And I also just took the bins as well, so I'm kind of tired because it is very warm. But yeah. Okay. 20 spots. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh lord, I can already feel this word. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There we go. Think of that set. I will say, did have a mild bit of entertainment when I was getting groceries because it's taken like 18 months, but finally all of my usual face masks are all in the wash at once. So I finally had to break out one that I was gifted for, I think, my birthday last year. I think my camera axle? Not 100%. But it's basically a big toothy grin with, like, trails of blood and stuff on it. It's like, I have been avoiding wearing that in public for the simple reason of it will definitely call attention to me. Like, for the most part, wearing face masks in public makes me not actually, like, stick out these days. Which is kind of good for me, considering... But, yeah. Thankfully, I get my groceries when most people aren't around. Okay. So, we need a solution for... Can I show you? It's currently in the wash. It goes in the wash immediately after I get back, so... we need to come up with some kind of solution for making living wood. Ideally, a more stable solution than we previously had. Because the other one worked, but it would kind of just, like, break out eventually. It would just, like... its sequencing would go off weirdly. So let's start by picking up the rest of this, I guess. Just put these sticks back. Clearly this isn't going to last much longer. Oh boy. Is my... oh, my wrench should be down here. Hey! I do like that the create wrench is immortal. It does not have durability. You don't have to worry about it. Okay. Should be a bunch more of it over here. Yep. This is the bulk of our system that we used previously. Not the entirety of it, but a lot of it. As well as, I think, one of our original, like, power solutions. Okay. So we're getting relatively close to the point where I think we're basically done in regards to set design, set building. So we should be able to start actually making, like, video content around here fairly soon. I'm still not 100% certain when that'll be, but shouldn't be too long. Now, I wonder, what is the best way to go about this? The way this works is you take this pure daisy, you put it down, and then you put wooden log blocks around it, and it turns that into living wood. That's what we're after. Does that at a particular kind of rate, and it might work best if we do that in some kind of fashion whereby we, like, have a piston firing, and then, like, it uses the way that we did it before was we had an array of deployers underneath an 8-block ring, and those would constantly try to place those would constantly try to place blocks, and then when one of them finally converted, it would deploy. It would bring down, like, an 8-block kind of, like, drill system that would pick them up, and then it would reverse once they were done. But since the timing eventually went weird with that, I think pistons might be a better solution, because we can't just tell a drill to only mine specific kinds of block. That's probably the best idea then. Okay, let's try and just, like, chuck something together that meaningfully resembles what we're going for. And I'll stick this kite next to the mob drops, I guess. Plunky there. Okay. Alright. Be real funny as the Strife finishes his series before you start yours. I mean, Fae are meant to be fairly timeless. Like, and they're also meant to have huge lore and stuff. So, it's kind of fine by me. Okay, let's see, gonna need some blocks here. Let's just use rocks, I guess. Just for, like, demo here. Am I gonna have huge lore? You're seeing it right now, Dusty. That's basically what Stripe's doing. Okay. So let's see. Let's maybe think about having just 6 this time, because it'll be easy to wire up. We start with the deployers. And then on top of that, we have pistons, or some kind of mechanism facing upwards. Or maybe I have something in the middle, and that's... Let's see, there was a block recently, the sticker. If I use that, send it a pulse, then we should be able to just have these connect and disconnect, essentially. So have the deployers place it, and then those grab it, move up, disconnect, move back down, grab the next set. So then the next question would be, how do we control that? How do we mine the blocks? Because pistons just need to push straight up, and they'll push whatever's above them, whereas if you have, say, a gantry carriage, which would be the most convenient thing for going up and then coming back down, it stops if there is any block in the way. So theoretically, we would need a 2x2 here, and then we probably wouldn't... we wouldn't be able to do this on this side. Hang on. Is this... yeah, that's the fine one. Right. Because we got rid of Forbidden Arcanus in the recent update, none of my tools have Indestructible anymore. Which is basically the only thing anybody used Forbidden Arcanus for. So, yay me. Okay. So let's say we make something like that with stickers, so that the block, so it grabs the newly living wood block, as well as the fresh blocks that the deployers have placed behind, like underneath. And then the gantry carriage shifts up a block, de-sticks, and then comes back down. Now the problem then is we would need to trigger a wall like this of stickers very, very precisely. And I'm not sure that's entirely practical. So maybe we just have one row of stickers, and we just have them graduate one step, back down. Like, maybe that's the way we do this. Okay. I think that would work better, which is then be a matter of using a sequenced gear shift with enough torque that it can actually complete its thing, because the sequenced gear shifts, annoyingly, don't actually do what they say they do. Do I have one around here? Is that a... yeah. Okay, lock this down. It says turn 90 degrees, but it does this based on less actually the angle and more how much time has passed. So if it has a high enough rotation speed, it will do exactly what you tell it to. It just won't necessarily do so if you have too low rotation speed. So it's a thing to be careful of with that. Was gantry up here? Yes, it was. Okay. Okay, where's the carriage gone? There it is. Okay, so we'll start without actually having anything functional here. And we'll also start just from over here. Okay, I need to be block away. It's been a hot minute since I've used gantry, so... Nope. You stop that. There. Okay. Let's see. Langstrom's are very chill and sleepy. I think I should just start screaming. I mean, I could. Okay, do I have a crank around here? Not right here, at the very least. I do need a gearbox, though, because coming in this vertically is going to be a pain in the neck. Okay. Cooper, no. Not near the tanks. Cooper. Cooper. Cooper, you stop that right now. I don't want you messing up what's in these. Okay? That's gross. Dude. No. Okay, there's a crack. Would I do it for $2? How impoverished do you think I am, Dusty? Okay. Now the main trouble we have to consider here is that we're going to need to go up one step, down two. So we're probably going to need two different sequence gear shifts, or else we need some kind of, like, sequencing circuit to trigger the same one that goes up with a sequenced gear shift, and then flip to another one that's just constantly going down. What is he doing with those tanks? I can't describe it on Twitch. That's what I get for working with goblins, I guess. Okay, so if we need two different inputs, one of these being reversed from the other, or actually the sequence gear shift doesn't care too much, so there's that. It's probably worth prototyping this closer to where there's actually sources of power. Don't think we have much need of crushing at the moment. Right, you follow me. No. Thank you. Okay. So here's the clutch that controls whether or not the crusher is running, which is very important because the crusher is very high stress. And generally speaking, I have to turn things down quite a bit to be running the crusher at the same time. But if we add a vertical gear shift here, we should be able... Vertical gear shift? Vertical gear box here, we should be able to get another output for whatever we are planning here. Wrong kind. Wrong place. Perfect. Just right. Okay. This system is not going to need to run too quickly, but it will need to run at a jolly pace, just in case things require it. Okay. So we need one sequenced gear shift and one regular line going into here, so that will require another gearbox. And I don't seem to have one. At least on here. I also don't have a button that actually brings this down, so... Vertical gearbox, reverse the crusher? Reversed the crusher? Yeah, that's one downside, but we're not using the crusher right now, so it's not a huge concern. Dude, really? Come on. Oh yes, I can put these back. That's 2 more inventory slots I can use. Don't need this right now. We'll need that in a moment. Definitely don't need that. Or that. Not 100% certain why I still have this, but, yeah. I can leave that here too. Okay. Clears my inventory a bit. Right. To storage. Do I have any gearboxes here? I do not, but I do have the stuff to make them. Let's make a couple, because... yeah, might as well make 4, why not? Probably going to need them, let's be honest. And then it's a piece of andesite, alloy plus buttons, so I should be able to make that quite happily. Just use the UI to block that from our vision. I don't have a bunch of oak on me. Oh, I must have had it downstairs. Oh, before I do this, how many... ah, good. That'll actually do quite nicely. So, let's see, that's there. Gets us 1. And okay, it is 8. Just wanted to be sure. Okay. 2 more gearboxes. So... 1 there, 1 there. Again, we don't need to worry too much that they're going in opposite directions because one of these is going to be feeding directly in. Whereas the other's going to have the sequencing. Oh, actually, no, the other one needs a clutch. And then this one needs the gear shift. Okay. And then we just use... There's nothing that really quite goes directly where we want it to go. Okay. Where's a lever when you need one? Torch will suffice, I think. Maybe not. Sequence gear shift runs on pulses, so if you give it a pulse, then it starts running through. Let's just have that. What we could also do is just use a pair like that. We can do the same thing on the inputs and just have a mechanical belt connecting them. So that way they are going the same direction, we don't have to worry about the inversion at all. That's probably slightly smarter of me anyways. I mean, as long as they're going in opposite directions, that's fine, really. As long as they're going in opposite directions and we control which one has control. Okay. What is it to make a belt? Nope. Not that one. So many potions. That one. It is dried kelp. Okay. Which I think we have upstairs. Yeah, my streams are usually fairly chill. And then occasionally I get guests. Don't know if that'll be happening today, but I guess we'll find out. Honestly, dude, you couldn't at least wait for your day off. Not sure what it is about barrels that cause a ton of lag when you first open them. Yes, guests. Or, more specifically, people who randomly turn up in the background and stare at me through a small hole in the floor. Okay, should be about 6? Yeah. 6 dried kelp should do it. Can I put this in... Do I put this in the smoker or something else? Smoking, I think. Yeah. Bulk smoker. I always want to be careful which one of those it is, because if I put the wrong stuff in here, it'll just get destroyed. Not looking. I do not see it. Okay. Grand. I can tell this to go counterclockwise or clockwise, it doesn't matter too much. Just as long as this one is turned off. So then we have a vertical gearbox going into our gantry, which is exactly 3 blocks tall. And I'm not liking that this is apparently going... I think that's the up direction. Let's find out. Let's take it this way. This way should be a fine enough direction. Okay, good, that is down. Good, good, good. I was worried for a second there. Because if it was going up, then I would need to actually put in a gearbox to reverse it. But that's fine, because the one that we want to be constantly going is the one that's pulling down. Okay. So now I need at least 1 sticker. Worry about the redstone of that later. So we need slime, andesite, any kind of cobble, and redstone dust. Okay. I guess andesite, which I'm a little low on actually. Did you miss the base tour? Yes. The base have been thoroughly toured. It's all toured out, in fact. Okay, that should be going... That should be connected, but just to be on the safe side, we will grab our glue. Our blood glue. Ow. And that's why it's called the blood glue. Okay. Need to find my way back up. So it's like... Worst case scenario, I guess I can just hearthstone back. Which, because we have updated the pack recently, my UI is back up there. It should be down behind Pixel. Okay, what was I looking for? Andesite. That was it. So, to make andesite alloy, we just need iron nuggets. Where do I have iron nuggets? There we are. And andesites. So just wait for that to go and we'll have a bunch. This is not currently running the fastest it could possibly do, but it's already made 36 andesite alloys, so I think we're doing okay. And climbing. It works at pretty much a 1-to-1 of nuggets to andesite. $42, $43, $44, $45, oh, $46. There we go. Okay. That's why it's good to make stuff that just does that, basically. Always handy to make things that actually automate things for you. Gotta love automation. Jeez, what am I gonna do with him? Okay. Stick that there. And let's get some rudimentary controls in for this. For that, we're going to need a lever and a button. But I don't seem to have any levers around. Not sure why. Is it not like levers over here somewhere? There's a button and a lever. Good. I try not to wear my boots over here because it'll freeze the whole thing. Okay. Let's grab some polished granite, because that's the block I always use whenever I'm trying to indicate something that is redstone significant. Just as a marker of, remove this and you'll probably break something. Okay, so turn that. This side keeps moving, but this side has fully stopped, which is good. Whenever we are using this section, we want to make sure this is turned off. So this wants to go reversed on the input speed, let's say 90 degrees, and a bit more than that, then, let's say 180. Okay. Perfect. So, what we can also do is potentially completely time exactly how long... Ooh, there's a fault. What we could do is just have the drills be on top of this. So when it lifts up, it doesn't mine anything, but once it comes back down... Ooh, there's a fault. No, we still need to go the full distance. It would just guarantee that we'd mine it, I guess. So top level is where the actual mining happens. Whoop. That was my fault, because I did not stop this. If I say double speed, will you... No, you still need to go 180. Okay. But yay. That's good. So, deployer level, basically. So let's grab some deployers if there's any around here. Which there are not. Annoyingly, when I don't have my boots on, I also can't Where did deployers go? I'm guessing they went upstairs here. You wanted it so you could make Feline space in The Sims. Wow. Wow, Dusty. Okay, get some rocks. Just as placeholder more than anything else, so dip, dip, dip. And let's see, that'll be where the grass goes for the daisy. Okay. So we're probably going to need some way of feeding a pulse into all three of these here. And then another one up top here so that we can tell them to stop. So let's see, where's my redstone? Doop, doop, doop. And dup, dup, there. What we could do is just have a block of redstone or something on the end here, so that it pretty much triggers itself when it does that. Not 100% certain that'll work, but it's worth a shot. And we will need, of course, some glue. Okay, so there they go. Fully connected. Good, good. Gonna need to be a little tricksy here, because if we just put a solid block above, it's not going to be able to connect the wiring here. But now that it's connected, I can put that, push that, and it takes them up with it. Grand and good. Okay, can I just bring this around? Yes, I can. Not the tidiest of wiring it can possibly be, but it's fine. Okay. Pulse again. And they have all disconnected, so now... Oh, one of them did not connect that time. What went on there, I wonder? Why must you hurt me like this? Can I wrench these, or is that just gonna... Nope, that's just gonna rotate them. Damn. I'm not sure exactly why that's done that. It might be sequencing, in which case I need a small repeater piece in here, so that they'll actually have like a slight delay from when they arrive. That's probably it, I think, in which case we need to move this out a step. Ow. Okay, so plonk that there. Right side, this will make the wiring tighter. Dot there. Dot there. Okay. I should have some smooth stone in here. What I lack, of course, is redstone torches. Oh, and here's Nifty. Or I should say more specifically, here eventually is Nifty. Here comes Nifty, because Lord knows that message is not when somebody gets logged into the server. Okay, just give that a couple ticks. Alright, see how this goes. So, stop that. Oh, it goes wonkily because we have no glue on that side. Hang on. At least I'm guessing we have no glue there. Yeah. Very good. Ish. It hasn't... It somehow has not lifted these. Where's that gone? Window. Dang it, guys, you stop that. There. Okay. Send you back down. Good. Okay. And up. And up. And back down. Good. Okay. I do need an offshoot of this coming through to actually be powering these, but that's good. That's good progress. We don't have the wiring actually controlling any of this, but good progress. So, logs underneath get picked up by these stickers, lifted a block where they're now in range of the pure daisy. We then use probably a timer. A timer is probably the best of ideas, most reliable. And then when that fires up, they go up, and then we have drills to mine these. So, doop, doop, doop. Right there. Okay. Where I probably want another belt to control that. Or at least to control it succinctly. Lying out here doing smart stuff and where the chat being menaced. Yeah. Sounds about right. Don't mind me, I'm just doing industrial grade engineering. Fuck smoke? Yep. This, in fact, has special significance, I guess, to the Come Block Home Service. That was a gift from Strife a way back. Okay, there. To there. Now, ideally, I can just hook these all together, but I'm not sure exactly how to do that, how to go about that. I know I had a chest. Where's that gone? There it is. So if we just hand crank this, I don't know if it'll let us. Yep, overstressed. Where's my crank gone? Hello? Crank, hello? Wherefore art thou, Crank? Oh, well then. Still not 100% on how to power. I don't know how to stock and supply those arms. I think that'll suffice. Witch hazel. We got the most of witch hazel, so we'll use that. Oh, but we need a chest, of course. Okay. Stock those arms, add push-ups. I'm not adding push-ups. I already get enough grief from the I already get enough grief just from doing the squats. Okay, let's add filters to these deployers. Okay. Stack that. Speaking of. So, I need to get power into the side of these. Which is a little bit of a pain. Is there a better way for me to do this? Probably. There. Okay. Oh, there's my crank. It was on the top. Okay, to there. That gets all of those moving. Obviously not gonna be able to power that with just our, with just our, like, hand crank, but, yay. Yeah. So once we get power going into this, and sequencing set up for this, then we should be ready to go. Oh, I didn't stop it moving. Need to remember that sequence. 180. Oh, reverse, of course. Did I not? Nope, there we go. Okay, 1 second. And I will then see about doing the squats. Okay, how do I want to bring power to that side? Is it probably worth me just having a water wheel or 6 over here? Probably is, honestly. These just need to be running constantly. I don't think I have any spare water wheels, though. But I have 8 large cogwheels, which is probably just as good. Once I've gotten this side spinning, I will go and do my squats. Promise. Small stress capacity. Yeah, definitely need a few. I have more granite in here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Get on there. Doesn't matter too heavily which way these go. Just as long as they go. Hello, Lucian. How you doing? We are currently attempting to engineer a more reliable means of creating living wood than we had previously. Which is a bit of a pain in the neck, but I think we're close to it. Okay, I need 8 times 3 is 24, over 6 is 4, times 3 is 12? That should be 4 blocks worth. I think 6, 12, 18, 24. I was wrong, slightly. 3 logs worth. You may or may not have added another 12 hours to your Sea of Thieves playtime. Oh lordy, Lucian. You already had a worse sleep schedule than I do, which is quite impressive, honestly. Okay, this should be enough to get this spinning. It'll be overstressed initially, but it'll work. Could probably do it going faster, but step 1 is just make it go at all. Ah, but these are going... These aren't able to find the stuff that they need. Interesting. Do I really need to just give them a stack each? Or do I need to feed them with hoppers, I guess is the next question. And those did not store into this chest, as they should be. Where is the drill? Let's see. Is there an example showing where it can actually store stuff from? There is not, as far as I can tell. Dreadfully unhelpful. Okay, how about the deployer? Moved as part of a contraption. Yeah. That part I know. Can I... If I... Oh, I could have really overcomplicate this, but it would also mean I only need one deployer and one drill. And it would remove this problem that we have. What the hell, I got time. But first, SWATs. Yeah, Sea Thieves fandom is kind of slowly spreading through my community, so hooray for that! It is a fun game, and some friends of mine worked on it, so yeah. Let me know if anyone finds Captain Deadly Daily, she's in there. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh boy. By the time this pandemic is over, I'm gonna need, like, wider trouser legs on these. Jesus. Okay. Phew. Think the smallest things? Hmm? Oh, yeah. Okay. So, we know that a moving contraption will work. So, what if we just actually have a moving contraption here? That would do the trick, and then we just set it up much like the gantry, and we just have it going backwards and forwards constantly. That would do the trick here, wouldn't it? We just need a second gantry. Love how alive the base feels? Yeah. Create really does well with that. Okay. Just gotta pick up basically all of this. Being a little straight. Alright. So reduce this. Get rid of this. Might need those in a second, but not right now. Doing translations. Okay. Nifty's role-playing again. Nifty's role-playing on this hardcore SMP server. There you go. If you want to try and translate that, go for it. And gone. Okay. First things first, we're going to need to link these together. Probably don't even need that to be there, actually, because if it's a moving contraption, it can be basically anywhere. Okay, more gantry. 3 more pieces of gantry. And another gantry carriage, which I guess is the most expensive part of this. Although not much. Magic heebie-jeebie is hard to read on itself. Why to translate to common when you can't do draconic? Right, yes. Of course. How silly of me. Why did not I think of that? Oh, we need more of that. Yeah, okay, got that part. So need that. And a sight casing. I shouldn't need my glue. I definitely need the block zapper today. Or the Archmage spellbook for that matter. Probably don't need the crafting calculator. Or that. Just try to scooch up like all of the space that I need. There we go. Okay. That requires logs, planks, and andesite alloy. That's... grab that, and some of that, which thankfully we now have in quite significant supply, or at least meaningfully significant supply. There. And stock that more, conclusively once we've actually got this going. Okay, that there, that there, and a single plank. Use words that Google Translate will have a hard time on just for the joy of the folk. Oh dear. Rip to you guys. I was wrong, I need my glue for one more thing. Where's my glue? There's my glue. Can I flip this at all? I hope so. Yes, I can. Good. There. Okay. So that should mean that as this is going, it is able to do everything. Okay. This is gonna be so ridiculous looking when it's finally done. There's just pieces going left and right constantly, there's pieces that periodically go up and down. Be worth it. Be worth it. I still have redstone in my inventory, that's fine then. Okay, let's give this a little bit of a trial run. So, yes, that's good. Goes up. Releases all of the blocks it had. And then comes back down. Picks them up. Okay, blah, 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 blah. And then... where it releases them. Meanwhile, down here... hopefully we get more speed to this than we have, but... Fortunately, I do have my mob farm running, which constantly replenishes my food bar, so I don't have to worry whatsoever about running out of food whilst doing this. Like, technically AFK doing this, I guess. Back you come. Down you come, and when you do, you grab all of that's ready to go again. Hooray! Okay, perfect. I'm also beginning to see the computational logic here. Yay! Okay. Next step. This needs to actually just be bouncing back and forth. So for that, we need a latch controlling a gear shift that gets a pulse every time this hits one end or the other, essentially. Not very difficult at all. Just that's blue there. Plug that. And now we can just get a redstone signal out at either end. So if we plug that into... This gear shift's gonna get powered by that, that's a problem. If it's specifically there, it's gonna be a problem. I have to move it up a step, I think. If he takes over the hacking stream, I'm right here! I haven't gone anywhere. There. That shouldn't have a problem. So, gear shift into there. I can make some slabs, I think. Or do I have any around? I might have some upstairs. Slabs. Apparently, I have some stone bricks. They'll do. Bed, Lucian. Good nights. Go to sleep. Okay, that'll prevent that from getting power to there. Actually, you don't need to worry about that here. This side is fine. Okay. I think I do want this to be down a step, so about there, just for safekeeping. Get the latch, which I think wants to be pointed this way. Yep, okay. So every time this end, let's borrow that for a second. It's gonna mess that up. Every time this gets a pulse, it changes direction. It's gonna mess that up again, so we're gonna just... actually, I can just get rid of the redstone here, can't I? Lucian. Go to bed, young man. Actually, wait, I can just kick you from the stream. I have that power. That is a thing I am capable of doing. So let me just shove pull this slightly that way so I'm a little bit more in frame. Okay. Wire this up and then get some water wheels powering into that. I don't know if that'll accept a signal there, but just in case. Okay. So now, if we come over here and do this, and flip that. We should just be able to hold on to this. Perfect. Just going to shuffle backwards and forwards, and each time it's using the entirety of that inventory. Good. Ridiculous, but good. I probably want to have some kind of slight delay in this, but it's fine for the moment at least. Okay, let's get some torque into this thing. That should be fully surrounded. Yep, good. Won't quite look it because Minecraft be like that, I guess. Alright. Whoop. Heck. This is why I prefer... This is why I prefer to use the fan engines. Okay. But that's... It's not moving very quickly, but it shouldn't have to. I think we could make it faster. I don't know how much stress this is under right now. But it should just bounce back and forth. But okay, that's good. Right. Solution 1. Next step, let's actually get this going a little bit faster. Fast as possible, just so that the drill works as quickly as we need it to. And remember, folks, it's big too small makes the torque grow dull. Makes the speed grow dull? Either way. Or at least that's my little, like, mnemonic for this. Do I want to go through the trouble of making another speed controller? It's probably good to have that. Do love the ever-present umbrella. Yeah. Never know, it might rain. But you're deep underground. Shut up. Okay, do I have a... Yes, I do. Grand. But yeah, let's actually make another speed controller. Which requires the integrated circuit. Oh, right, that's why I only have the one. It's because they're huge. Okay, fine. We'll settle with whatever we get then. Big to small. Gold doesn't tarnish! That's kind of its thing! What the hell? Dragons. Yeah, shame about that, Nifty. Real shame. Man, do you know how hard it is to come by gold? It's made from dead stars. For God's sake. Do you know how long it's been since someone killed a star? Okay, that's a bit speedier. Whip. That's not where that's meant to go. There. Boots off. Okay, let's lift this up and see how speedily it'll get through things. Good, it is getting through that quite nicely. It's what? Oh, did you not know that part, Dusty? And more or less everything bigger than a bigger than iron is only made in supernovas. Gold is from a dead star, an ancient dead star. That is taking some time, isn't it? Thing is, this top section needs to be fully mined out before the next thing goes. Tell me more about stars? You should know this. Everyone used to be stars. Well, everyone used to be part of a star, and then everyone was the wind and the stars once, but, you know. Like to hear about stars. Okay, my favorite point in history is called the late... It's a very dull name, but it's called the late reionization period. And the reason that I like that particular period in history is because it's when the very first stars started to come into being. Back then, the universe, like, the matter in the universe at the very least, was 100% hydrogen, or close to it. Now, when hydrogen burns, it gives a very distinctive blue flame. So, for a substantial period, a very substantial period, in the universe's history, every single star in the universe was colossal, way, way bigger than basically anything we have today, and blue. And I love that. That's a gorgeous universe to me. What is the stress level like on this? Could I handle speeding it up further? Okay, so there are 512, 1024. What I don't know is how much is in use right now. This is, by the way, a fairly decent circuit if you're making a farm, for fairly obvious reasons, I feel. Okay, I'm still not 100% certain, but I think this could survive... Actually, if I get the stressometer from upstairs, I should be able to stick it at the end of the gantry carriage. Where did I put the stressometer? I'm sure I had the stressometer somewhere here. Oh, it's downstairs. It's right by the water wheels, in fact. Do I have any... Yeah. It's literally right here. Okay. Stress is low. Apparently. So we should be able to speed this up quite a bit before it has any problems. Nifty. Nifty. No. Bad. Nifty! What did I just say? Dragons, man. Dragons. Okay, let's grab that. Let's grab that. Let's stick our flower in here. Plunk this there. Okay. Hit that. Send you up a step. And those are now getting converted. Hooray. Again, we'll probably just use a timer rather than the observer-based setup we had before. Ideally, we want an inventory interface so that we can actually specifically pull out the living wood, so we don't need to just have this thing stop at some point. Not that it matters too heavily much, but... Okay, I think I should be able to increase this a little more, at least, without needing to go grab it. Without needing to set up the huge crafter again. Hopefully. The whole reason that we're doing this, by the way, because this feels like I've spent the last 2 hours accomplishing basically nothing but a really funky looking device, is because we need living wood in order to continue our decoration efforts, because we used a lot of it in the ceilings. But its bouncing is nice though. That's good progress actually. But okay. There you go. We were having a very peaceful stream, and then Nipty stabbed himself in the hand. On purpose, I might add. Yep, okay. That's good. That means we have a test ready for us when we are done taking this apart. For like the third time. Okay. Big to small. Do I want to try this with one more step of acceleration? Right, there we go. That is 2 steps. Each time is doubling it. The faster this goes, the more reliable it'll be. Ooh, nope, don't want to put this here. Oh lord. But I think I can get away with that. There. More water wheels? Yeah, this is just so that I'm not taxing the base power when I'm doing this. Because I need more living wood. Oh, and more squats, apparently. Oh, there's still being my rocks, that's why. Where's rocks? Okay. And also, Goober upstairs is being utterly filthy. But I suppose, what do I expect from goblins? Not to, like, disparage all goblins, but that goblin, certainly. Right. Hopefully, this doesn't get overstressed, but it probably will early on while it's warming up, as it were. Oh yeah, that's good speed. Look at that. It's not moving yet, but that is good speed. And last one for good measure. There. Okay. Oh. How did it... Right! We've accidentally got a piece of living rock in the system because it turned the granite into living wood. Or into living rock. Okay. That might be hacking my frame rate slightly, but it should hopefully work fast enough. Okay, let's see I lift that up. Oh, right, didn't stop that. Need to remember to stop that. I think that might just be the fastest we can go. Another possibility is I just attach more drills, and that way we can actually just get all of them. That way I'll just be mining them all, rather than waiting each individual step. That might be best. I should have spare drills. Yep. Gonna have to rotate these, but that shouldn't be the hard part here. Okay. So, test number 2. Oh, I need to send that back to running, don't I? Traumatized by the pre-series time being swarmed by goblins. Okay. So, up we go. Just gotta wait for those. So there's already a new rack of wood down here ready to be shoved. Theoretically, I don't even really need the gantry here, but I could just have like 3 pistons doing the work. But you know, it's nice. It's pretty and it works. Takes a fair bit. I also can probably just hook this top line to a latch, a pulse, or at least a latch of some kind going down to this. And then similarly hook the same latch to this, so that when it finishes going all the way up and has finished detaching, then it automatically sends everything back down. So then the only thing we actually have to hook to a timer is this. Right, as long as that's converting, I will do my squats. Because I think Dave just redeemed that. Am I wrong? Yes. Yep, okay. I definitely haven't done squats in the last 5 minutes, so yes, that's what I have to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh. Also, I don't know if you guys can see this, but I really need to get a new chair at this point. Yeah, these white lines are from the upholstery cracking apart. It's that old. Oh well. Okay. 1 more pulse. Drops those. Comes back down. Whoop. Rubber. Keep forgetting to do that part. Gib, thank you. Okay, so that is a full complete cycle. Nice. Can use car fabric type. I mean, you're not wrong. I might want to put a delay in this just so it actually has time to pause. Because the fact that it's pretty much just going immediately is maybe causing a little bit of lag here. Any more? I've no capacity to make more. Repeat. Just 1 second. It's only really a problem when we're looking at it, but it's true of a lot of things, really, isn't it? Where are my rocks? There's my rocks. Oh, and I've just noticed I'm also out of lanterns. Oh well. Oh, here we go again. There we go, that's a bit better for us. Okay. Cindercall and Nifty found a way to have these not transition back to block state. I can check with the wrench, I guess. But I don't see any control for it. Unlike the other stuff, which does do that. But hey, looking goods, looking goods. Going to block state with a wrench. Okay, I'll need to stop them first. Yeah. I'm pretty sure you're thinking of bearings. Because these certainly do not have any such control. You're sure you're thinking of gantries? Because yeah, I'm not seeing it here. If your elevator is on a gantry, then you've done something to it that I don't know. Because there is no interaction here at all. Nope, not a thing. Shift right click will pick it back up. Like there's no, that will just break it. Anyways, there's the latest, if anybody's interested, because I'm sure somebody is. Left click? I was just doing left click. I assure you, the function of which you are referring does not seem to exist. Hey, Sol. How you doing? I wonder if I can tidy this up slightly. Probably. Ow. Nippy's now going to name every single mouse button. Mouse 13? But okay, there we go. So that is the system that places and harvests. Have I tried Alt F4? You know what? I haven't. Let me give that a check. 1 second. Oh yeah, all gone. Perfect. All gone in the time it took me to manually handle this. So any delay caused by the wiring is going to cause this to be perfect. Lovely. Okay, so when this is turned on, we want to send a pulse to that. And then on a timer, we want to push that again. And then when that's at the end, like a slight delay after that fires, we then also want to turn this. And then when this comes down and that does the same thing, then we want to send it back. So the two endpoints here both want to send a pulse to toggle this clutch. And turning on this clutch wants to send a pulse to that. Okay. This will probably work best if I use wireless redstone. Just for the sheer purpose of how big this will be. Let's see. Link. As in missing. There we are. Okay. We'll need at least 2 from there. We'll need another latch. And we are going to need to come up with some kind of timer. But shouldn't be too difficult. So we need 2 brass sheets, a torch for that. Okay. So let's... Ah, we already have 4. Grand. Perfect. It's almost like I planned it. So that there. And that there. Won't have a signal just yet. Is it... I need to remember how to do this. Is it just wrench? Yes. Wrench for transmit. Or is that receiver? Lordy, I can never tell. I think that's transmit. That's transmit. Okay. I probably want to have this a little off, I think. In fact, I could probably do this slightly better. By having these wired together very slightly. Or just on... No, this... Because we do need this... We do need a slight delay, I think. So... Let's see. And there. So there. And there. Down to there. And then there's 2 sources of power going into this one block. So we can have ourselves a repeater going into that. I need another repeater. Ooh, pardon me. Can I get this running before the stream ends? That's the question. And I need some stone. Where's my rocks? There's my rocks. It's already been 2 hours? Oh yeah. Time flies when you're solving redstone problems. There. Make 4 so I have spares. Don't think I need the water buckets anymore, so that's not a slot in my inventory I can reclaim. And reading idiots speak native language. Fair. Although I'm sure that's no mark against the native language. Okay, there we go. Phew, just managed to get it. Okay, we just need really the one signal here. I think this might only take create and vanilla items as signal markers, annoyingly. Okay, fine. Take that. And then we need one signal on the side here and another over here. A little loath to actually do it this way, but hopefully it's fine. So that's... there. Okay, let's put this on lever. And this one on button. Okay. And let's have the other one have a slime ball. Always good to essentially name your signals meaningfully, I guess. Okay. At least you want to be receivers. Okay. So, we need a circuit board. Gonna need a circuit board. Where's my block zappery? Okay, what place modes? Right. Nope. Why was I suddenly chilled? The heck did... oh. Never mind. I got it. It's fine. Like how Nipty walks around in a murderous, unstoppable rage, muttering "stars." Oh yeah, I've seen that new DLC for Dead by Daylight. I'm very heavily on Dead by Daylight, but I can still play it. I've played it a couple times recently. Okay. So inputs. We essentially have two major inputs, and that is the a timer and the the sticker input, I guess you call it. Let's plug our inputs over here so we actually know what they both are. So frequency 1, that's frequency 2, that's. Okay. And every time that triggers, it wants to toggle a latch controlling the clutch. Blip. Which requires a lever, which I guess I do now. Should have. Where's my... Ah, there. Okay. But I also need a redstone torch. I wonder if it's worth me just making a stack of redstone torches, just so I have them around, you know? Probably. There we go. Okay. So toggle, and that wants to be going into the input for the clutch. This is the point where we need more links. If anybody wants to pop to, like, Savers and get me some body spray, then I'll be able to continue with this. Oh, we have, repeaters right over here. Huh. Silly me. Well, I guess I know where I'll be putting, redstone torches later. Okay, we need a couple of those. Some planks, which we don't seem to have around here, but I think I saw some in a chest down there. When you're ready. There we go. Okay. Yes, what's over here? Is there an extra? Yep, there is. Okay. My inventory is a complete mess once again, but oh well. Okay. So one of these going into... I just got rid of the lever that I was... Okay. Is that... over here? No, it does not serve as a connection. Okay. It's like when this turns on, we want to make sure that we send a pulse to the, oh, for God's sake. I'm trying to have just a nice, chill, technically decorating stream, and just got all this happening to me too. Will that work? Yes, good. Okay. Because that I can stick a redstone torch on and then have a pulse going from that. Or, no, actually I can just have a pulse coming off of this, I guess. But, like, I can save redstone this way. No such thing as chill. On that, we agree. Okay, pulse repeater. There we are. This should also be some kind of pulse system. Okay. So signal comes in, toggles that, sends a strong pulse to turn off the clutch, sends a quick pulse. Probably wants a slight delay, so that we don't end up triggering the programmable gear shift whilst the pulse is active. Well, just whilst the clutch is, like, engaging, as it were. Allow time for the gears to shift, as it were. Okay. There. Just to add a little bit of time there. So, blip, blip. Okay, good. Need me a lever. Nice space, well, thank you very much. We've been working very hard on it, and we're technically still working on it. Okay, so that goes to there. Shoes. Okay, so that should be a receiver, so when this next goes up... Huh? Yeah. Everyone good? I guess this is my stream life now. I just do things for 5 minutes and then I have to take a minute so people can read the chat. I'm just over here doing delicate engineering work and programming, but you know. Okay. So is that clutch currently engaged? Yes, good. So I just need to... Pardon me. Yeah, button. So now, if I... tune this... should lift one step and one step only. And apparently nothing happened. Interesting. Let's put that frequency incorrect. Yes. Good. If it can reach there, it should be able to reach here. Was it just that the signal was too short? Maybe the delay was too short? I think it is just literally the delay. Okay. Or rather, the pulse is too short. But it does need to be a pulse. Oh god, I need a clock for this. Oh lord. Ah, okay, right. Hang on, let me dump some stuff over here. Okay. Shouldn't need... Nope. Definitely not. Go away. Nope. Yep, done there. Don't need that anymore. Can plonk that away. Because we're done with all the actual construction elements. We're down on the programming. Okay. Some semblance of space in my imagery again. Where are my shoes? There's my shoes. Okay. So to make a adjustable pulse repeater, we need the adjustable repeater, which requires a clock. Okay. Hopefully that was the problem, and I haven't just crapped this up for absolutely nothing. Well, it did the thing. Hang on. Shouldn't matter if it cycles too far, because it'll still get picked up by the same system that's placing it. So if there's any, like, witch hazel at the top, then it'll still be placed where it should be. But okay. Perfect! Okay. Eight ticks of pulse, that's what we needed. Okay. So, the next thing is sending... The next is getting a clock to run only when it's in this state, essentially. So that we need to know exactly how long that takes, essentially. Ideally, or as close to it as we can get. But if I push that button again, then it should all work quite happily. Or it'll break. One of the two things, essentially. We'll see. Just gonna wait for it to go. Satisfying little processes? Yeah. It's like Factorio, except it's three-dimensional and has verticality. It's lovely. If you are near to the dark, I will tell you about the sun. You are here, no escape for my visions of the world. You will cry all alone, but it does not mean a thing to me. Anyone know how long this takes? Out of curiosity. Apparently people are surprised I'm singing. Okay. Very odd. Fair known to be quite musical, but... If mortal ears enjoy it, then fine. Okay, let's find out what happens. nothing, apparently, because we didn't get a signal back. What happened? Was the pulse too long again? Was that it? Or too short, rather. Oh, hang on, we don't have... This isn't a receiver. That's why. That's why it didn't happen. I presume. Okay, well, good news. I can see that the, thing is still in there. Hey! Good, good, good. Okay, and it's back to functioning. Alright. So, one more test with me just pushing the button. And the next thing we have to build is the clock. That we are going to have to try and figure out how long this takes. But yeah, the gantry carriage is really helpful for doing this stuff. Because otherwise it'd be a massive pain in the neck. 60 seconds minimal? Oof. But low tick rate, it's slower. I wonder if it's worth going for overkill on the clock then. Which is probably also going to need the adjustable repeater. Don't know how high this goes. If I have a tick rate accelerator, I can use it on the Daisy. I'd prefer not to. Configured delays can range up to 30 minutes. Okay, that's good to know. So I send a pulse into that, and then about a minute or so later, it should be able to do the thing. That should be fairly easy to know. We definitely have a discrete state as to whether or not this is on, I think. Or we can just pull the pulse out, move the power out of that. Oh, how I wish I could just turn on my defenses. Turn on the base defenses again. I plugged up your hole, by the way, Dave. I don't know if you saw. Why can't I? Because it'll teleport Gooper out. Hey, thanks for the sub, Sol. Also, I saw you pledged on Patreon about 18 minutes ago. Thank you very much for that as well. Okay, there we are. So, off we go. Back down we come. And reload. Hey! Nice. Perfect. It works. Discrete logic. Gotta love it. Okay. So we know the exact length of the pulse we need to send into this thing to get to work. So the next thing is our clock, which is definitely going to require an adjustable repeater. Can I? Thank you. The scooper's still... Yeah, in the corner still. What do I pay you? No, literally, what do I pay Cooper? Anybody know? I actually haven't checked. Oh, right, there was that thing. That, yeah, okay, no, that, never mind. I remember now. Okay, adjustable repeater. Okay, so 8 ticks. Need to remember that. Because I need to shovel this over so I can... so I can have some access to that. Okay. So let's go there. 8 ticks. Don't want this to trigger just right now, so we'll just place this whilst it's still there. Okay, and the code for this was andesite casing and button. Which is on the side here now, of course. I probably don't want to finish coding this until I've gotten that in. Okay, adjustable repeater. I'm gonna set this up to, let's say 2 minutes. Like, at least 2 minutes. Or actually, do we want to... Yeah, we want to put a pulse repeater here first. This is a lot of scrolling, but oh well. Okay. And then... Let's see, this there. So the main thing we need to worry about is this is going to need to come off cooldown very quickly. So let's see, pulse repeater, straight forwards. Certainly easy to craft when you have a whole ton. Did that seriously not go? I don't think that that's actually going, despite the fact it definitely just received a signal. Yeah, now it's going. Okay, I might need 2 adjustable pulse repeaters going in and out. Oh lordy. Oh lordy. Okay. Well, at least I've got everything I need to make it. Okay. Okay. Set that to 8. Should be okay to interrupt this signal. Is this going? Apparently not. And I don't know why exactly. Oh, wait, no. I think that's getting light. Yeah, that is getting lighter. Okay. Will a 1 second pulse be okay? Probably. Is the Twilight Forest in the server's version of the mod pack? I believe it is. Easy way to check. I mean, it should be, given Dave's adornments there, but yeah, it is. Okay, so this turns off, or the clutch turns on, making the whole thing stop at the bottom, so that then sends one quick pulse going through to tell the gantry to move up a step, and then there is a much more delayed one, yep, there we are, that comes through to tell it the same thing. Okay. It's still this part still worries me though. Because that feels like it's going to take an absolute age. Oh well. Let's stick our button here. That shouldn't power the rest. And set this thing on its loop. And nothing... Oh, no, it is working. Okay. Is the timer going? The timer is not going. Because it's still in the cooling down phase. Ah, okay. How do we fix that? Is the next question. At least I think it's still in the cooling down periods. I presume it is because this is still powered. Am I winning? I think for the most part. I just need to figure out this clock problem. Could I try something different to get a clock? Yes, Dusty, my clock problem. Am I where I am? It's not, because I might just pick that up. Let's shed some light on this matter. Okay, try something different with a clock. You can do many things with a clock. Yeah, that's what I'm trying. That's what I'm trying to think. We need a clock that's only turned on when this is coming through, and sends, after about at least 1 minute, but maybe slightly more than that just to compensate for tick time, a signal back through to this once again in order to tell the whole thing to go back to zero, essentially. Or rather, to tell it to go up and then start the mining process. Right now we're having trouble with that because the clock doesn't reset fast enough. And I'm not entirely certain how to amend that. At least not without spending a whole ton of space in here. That said, spending a whole ton of space is kind of why we have the big spot down the bottom. Right, Dave's online. TPS is gonna be tanking. Okay. But yeah, everything else pulls from there, turns that off, sends the clutch down, which brings us another pulse, which turns the clutch off, and soon after sends the carriage back up. So that part, perfectly good and fine. No worries there whatsoever. It's just everything else, essentially. So how do we resolve the clock issue? Like, if we take the power out of here, then we've got a straight signal there that we can use to control a clock. Well, the question then is, what kind of clock do we use that will reliably get a 2-minute timer and then shut off? Let's see. Randomizer, inductor, no. Where am I looking here? There's the contact for create, there's the link. Create has something that functions like a memory latch that might do the trick. Powered latch, I'm pretty sure that's it. See, when this receives a signal from one side, it toggles. When it receives one from the other, it resets. So if we had a much faster timer and built a chain of those, we could reset the whole thing much faster. Which is actually not too terribly different to how computer memory actually works. In that case, we would be potentially taking up in binary. That I'm gonna have to take some time, like, figuring that part out, I think, off camera, because we are almost out of time for today. And it'll take me that long just to load my test world. But right now I can just wait for that to do and then push a button. Still need to add the inventory part, though. Interface, I think it's called? Yeah, portable storage interface. Let's make a couple of those and see if, or at least one of those, and see if we can unload all of the living wood. So we have actual dedicated outputs. Stationary inventory will represent all inventories on the contraption. Goods. Items can now be inserted or extracted. So from the same thing, in fact. Okay. There. But that is running quite smoothly, otherwise. I should have some... Yep, goods. I'm hoping that this makes 2, but let's find out, I guess. Nope, just the 1. Okay, of course. We need 2 for these to actually connect. Okay. So we stick this on the side. Where is my glue? In the chest, I think. Or in the bag. Yep. Heard me. There we go. No, come on. There you go. Okay, and... No. No. I think there needs to be actually a block in between. Did I do this wrong? Hang on. Yes, that's correct. That's what we've got. In between, with a gap of 1 block. Whenever they pass by each other, they'll engage. Okay. So let's try and get this one last little piece. Oh, okay, that's partially the problem. I put them too close together. And it's now stopped entirely. Oh dear. There. Okay, that's where it wants to be. 1 block of space, and then that there. And rotate. So they'll actually connect. How do I tell it it's done? Redstone power will prevent it from engaging. Okay. Do I also use that to tell it to engage? Like, what tells it to stop being engaged? After no items have been exchanged for a while, it will continue. Will it now? Because it doesn't seem to be moving much. Oh lord, it's just moving. It's trying to use it to operate every single time it moves. That's... yeah, that's not so good. We're gonna have to move it. Place it to a specific location. Okay, meanwhile... new cycle. Hey, Shadow. Okay. But the whole thing... okay. So where do I want to add this interface? If I added just the end of those... like, if I added just the end of those drills, that will probably be the point with the least interaction. Okay, and pick up the other one. Race against the clock a little bit. Okay, and from that we want to use a brass funnel, I think, to extract the livingwood. Do I have a brass funnel lying around? I think I do. Yep. Singular. Literally the one. Okay, it's not currently connected. Let's send it off. Reconnect. Nothing's happening. That's disconcerting. There we go. It's connecting twice, and I don't like that part. Oh, did I just pick up the... Yes, because it connected and I got the living wood. Good! Okay. I guess we'll find out how bothersome that is when it's in full motion, I guess. Or maybe we can have another toggle that controls whether this is active. So it's only active, like, for a short period once the whole thing cycles. That's maybe an idea. And we also need a hopper feeding into that so we can actually give it more witch hazel. Which I should have there. Okay, do I have a chest of any kind that I could use to feed this thing? Not really, but that's fine. I like using the spruce ones because they look very rustic. Okay, just clear my inventory out a little bit. Oh, repeaters when it's filtered. Okay. One hopper. And a few stacks of witch hazel. Should keep that happily running. Pulse, and... Right, so because it's constantly trying to give it more witch hazel, it won't disengage. So yeah, we do need controls over there. Welp. Oh, that means I need to make more of these. Okay. It's a single piece of wood and that. Wait, nope. That's not meant to be there. You ever accidentally put your crafting table into storage? There we go. And I don't need those either. Okay. Now, annoyingly, if I try to take rocks out of my storage, they'll just go into here. A little bit of a bother. Grab that, and what do we use as an indicator of storage, I guess? I guess the hopper? Hopper's a decent choice. We just processed the umbrella? Oh no, my umbrella! Why? Why would you do this? Okay, that there. That there, and wrench. So if I flip that... Good. And now it's mining again. Grand. Okay. Surprised I hasn't managed to actually, like, finish converting yet. Yes, we have the umbrella. It is something of an iconic element of this entire debacle. Great intrigues and scares me. I don't blame you. I think Nifty's around. Small hint, but I think Nifty's around. Like, we could use another observer system to identify when those convert, but I'd rather not. I'd rather have a system that I know will run for a while. Nifty. That sentence just makes me very alarmed and worried. What have you done to Cooper? Absolutely nothing there. Okay. Hmm. We could also theoretically have basically a counter, so every time, started taking damage. Oh, no, I didn't. Every time that, like, this hits one end, it, like, spits out an item, and that serves as, like, a pulse, and then when it actually gets to X amount, then it turns this on. That'll probably be the, that might work a bit better, I think. Because we don't want it stopping as frequently as it currently is. Is it empty, out of curiosity? Nope. Right. Show the scarf? I don't know if I have the scarf on me, but let me have a look. Oh, yep, I do. I do have the lucky scarf. There we go. There's the scarf. Okay, that is all I have time for today. I have to go make dinner or Fuzz will eat me. So, I hope you've all enjoyed. Apologies for the significantly more truncated form of stream on Wednesday that we had, but hopefully this works. Hopefully this helps up. Then, let me see. So, next stream I have is tomorrow, where I will be coding various oddities and probably doing some bug fixing to make sure things don't crash with the next update. Then, on Thursday, we should have some Sea of Thieves or some Among Us with the World of Madness crew. And on Friday, we might have another of these. I'm not 100% certain. We'll see. Depends on how quickly I manage to fix bugs and other things. Then on Saturday, we should have the carousel with the patrons, where we spin the wheel and play some random games, as well as talk about what's just been going on through, like, the week. Then we'll be back for some of this whenever. Meanwhile, I do make videos over at youtube.com/RememberComic. I'm currently working on one to explain the abilities system that lets me do this to get back to my base at the push of a button. And yeah, so keep an eye out for that. The VODs also go up on that quite a bit right now, just as content during the pandemic, so people have something to keep them distracted. Otherwise, everything I do is powered by subscriptions here, donations here, but especially by patrons over at patreon.com/lying. That's all I got for you. Hope you've all enjoyed, and I'll catch you all as ever next time.